him, I want to work with him. And if it ain't Angela Davis or Fred Hampton, fuck the Black Panther.
All right, so I'll try to stay away from all the political shit that get you killed or whatnot. But there's been a lot of shit that's been said on various platforms about the brother Paul Birdsong, and for speculation purposes, rightfully so. If and I know as black people, we those that are really like not a part of the establishment look up to the Panthers or what they stood for. But as somebody that studies history thoroughly, uh, and I suggest you and anybody else who's watching this do the same. There is no Panthers living that will endorse anybody else using their name, because you're putting a fucking target on your back. Now, rally, get people together, educate them on the laws, on how to properly arm yourself as an American citizen. Do that. Protect yourself. But when you start trying to mimic them, just know you signed your death certificate. And I'm not saying don't fight for your people or stand up. But the problem is, all y'all motherfuckers get on the internet telling y'all fucking business and think you not gonna get stopped. Thinking you not gonna get outgunned. It worked in the past because there wasn't social media. So they printed their own papers and they circulated within their community. And they educated people, but and uplifted them. But what happened? They still got infiltrated. They tapped phones, they followed people. It didn't matter if you was in Oakland or if you was in Chicago. Look at Chairman Fred Hampton Jr. He don't call himself a Panther, but he did take up that mantle. Now, if Paul Birdsong wants to call himself Black Lions, that's cool. But the point of it is, if you're gonna be for the people, you gotta stop running your goddamn mouth on the motherfucking internet. There's a way you can see what he doing, and you can find a way to get a hold of him, and do it like that. But other than that, you make yourself a target. You make yourself a target, and we too far into the future not to get fucked up. And I know a lot of people don't sit there and read because them thick ass books of those, But I suggest you read the autobiography of Bobby Seale. I look at all the other writings that they put out. If you got access to an original Panther, talk to them. I bet you they're gonna tell you the same thing. Keep your motherfucking mouth shut, because anybody out here boasting and bragging or trying to be rah-rah about that is probably a fucking agent. There is some validity in that speculation. I'm not telling you to be, you know, go back and cry to master. You gotta protect yourself, and this is by far not a video to rally the people, but it is to educate everyone. And this is educational purposes only. TikTok. Do better, learn, understand. I know everybody got short attention spans. They probably not even gonna watch the full video. But I suggest that you do some research and really find out the ins and outs of what happened to all of them, all the propaganda that followed afterwards. And, I don't know, but, some people are thrill seekers and they like to get followed. They like the experience, like, ooh, they after me. But the question is, do you have enough artillery to defend yourself? And do you know the law accurately enough to fight them? Because it's two things. Two things gonna happen. You either gonna be dead or you in jail. The third thing is if you can be like those few that made it out the country without being without getting caught up, then you gonna live forever in exile. I respect your zeal and your fervency in the cause of protecting people of color. But all y'all rah rah on the internet ain't doing nothing but putting targets on y'all backs. I myself is not a Panther. I just like wearing black. Uh, I am black. I love my people, and that's all I'm gonna tell you about myself. Do your research. Do your research. Do your research. Do your research before you open your mouth and say what you gonna do and what you got. It ain't that hard. Trust. It ain't that hard. And that's just because I don't want to see another black soul destroyed by an empirical system that don't give a shit about you unless you dancing or throwing a ball. Okay? Respect, love, peace, and unity.